Well, I'm going to give my personal testimony of how Dropbox was a savior this past year for me. When I was finishing my master's and I was writing my dissertation, I had a hard time knowing where my latest work was, because I wrote a few things on my personal computer, I wrote a few things on my laptop, then sometimes I stayed here at work extra hours working on my dissertation, and I needed backup, so I saved things on flash drives, I sent the file to my email to make sure I had a backup, but sometimes I got lost in terms of where my latest work was. I never knew if the file on the flash drive was the last one I had worked on, or the one in my email, or my home computer, my laptop. Now, this year when I was working on my doctorate thesis, Dropbox was a lifesaver for me, because I also worked at home on my personal computer, on my laptop, at my work computer, and I had no trouble knowing where my latest file was, because I knew the latest file was always the one in Dropbox, because I always saved it in Dropbox. So I had access to it wherever I was, and I was always sure that the last thing that I wrote was in that file. So I simply disregarded every file that was saved on my home computer, on my laptop, on my work computer, and I always used the file that I had saved in Dropbox, and I was sure that one was the latest one.
How about sharing?
Now, the second great use of it is that for my research, I needed some native speakers of English with no experience teaching English to listen to many audio files and judge some recordings. So I met some native speakers that live in the United States. I don't know them face to face, and I had this question: how to send them 40 MP3 files that were very large, plus the form for them to judge and write their comments and so on. By email, it would take me a long time to send 40 different emails with each file. So what I did was I put all the MP3 files and the forms in the same folder in Dropbox, and I simply shared this folder using their email. Then they got this email from my Dropbox just saying, Ronaldo has shared a folder with you. They opened the folder, they had access to all the MP3 files and the forms, and that was very, very helpful.
Okay, thank you, Ronaldo.